Sustainable Wine Growing BC was established by a diverse group of industry experts with the aim of creating a broad and relevant global standard to guide our winemaking and viticulture practices in BC. Our goal is to provide self-assessment tools, educational resources and certification for the BC wine industry and wineries going down the path of sustainability. Since launching our certification in 2021, we have 14 certified vineyards and wineries and many more involved in the path towards certification. Our aim is that all BC wineries and vineyards will choose the path towards sustainability in the near future. Sustainable practices and certification is a commitment to environmental stewardship, economic longevity, and care and respect for people and community.
The Porto Protocol is a place in which growers and producers can interact, learn from each other,
and work towards building a more climate resilient and sustainable wine community.
It requires a united effort from everyone in the world.
And there's no better place to find that than the Porto Protocol.
Look around, sign up, and be part of positive climate action with us.
So, we're waiting for you.
Thompson Okanagan has long been an agricultural and growing area. It's got amazing history with growing soft fruits like cherries and peaches. It's had apples and apricots, and now today we all know it's an incredible wine growing region. Sustainability, which is something that we started to really focus on in 2012, is something that we continue to see as a priority for the Thompson Okanagan region and for our association. We know that in order to preserve this land and this area for people to enjoy for years to come, that it is critical that we work on sustainability together to preserve the land, to preserve the product, and to preserve this incredible outdoor experience that we all get to enjoy so much.
Introducing Wine Alley. Wine Alley is a business system and an app that matches wines with food. Wine Alley will increase revenues for all parts of the wine trade. This is how. The wine market's sleeping potential. 99% or more of all wine consumers visits the 99% of restaurants without a sommelier. 99% of consumers don't know how to find a wine that matches their food and wine preferences. According to a market survey in July of 2021, 72% were willing to spend more on a bottle of wine if they knew it will be a great match to their food. Since 99% of restaurant floor staff lacks the knowledge to offer the service, most wine consumers don't get the wine experiences they are worth. This means a big sales potential is being missed in millions of restaurants around the world. As a result, retail sales is also lower than necessary. How restaurants can increase revenues with Wine Alley. The restaurant registers their dishes in their Wine Alley account, and a dish DNA is automatically produced. Next, the restaurant register their wines. Most wines are already in our database and have all the wine data, verified by the producer or the Wine Alley wine data team, needed to give the wine a correct wine DNA. If the wines is not in our database, we will ensure that we collect the wine data required. The WineAlley Wine Matcher is based on the world's most extensive wine database, where all wines have a correct wine DNA, the dish DNA created by chefs in restaurants, and the guests' preferences at the occasion. The easy-to-use app makes it possible to comfortably find matching wines. The Wine Matcher can be used by guests having the WineAlley app, or by the restaurant employee. The Wine Matcher improves wine and dine experiences for the 99% of consumers visiting restaurants without a sommelier. Inexperienced floor staff will be able to recommend matching wines after a short digital introduction. Since 58% of restaurant guests are likely to use a wine matching app, many guests will take care of the wine matching themselves. According to the market survey in 2021, 72% are likely to spend more on wine if they know they will get a matching wine to their meal. Improved guest service will simply increase wine revenues in 99% of restaurants globally. New revenue streams. WineAlley will also simplify selling wines for takeaway. By asking the restaurant guests that just had a great wine and dine experience if they want a bottle to go, at takeaway price of course, will increase the average restaurant order. The gross profit on the increased up service order will improve the restaurant bottom line result. Another revenue stream comes from takeaway customers using the WineAlley app to get matching wines to their takeaway food in markets where it is legal. Reduced wine wastage. By using the WineAlley features for purchases and sales, wine inventory is automatically updated. Combined with registering the physical inventory in WineAlley, the reasons for wine wastage are easily identified and will be reduced. The wine merchant benefits. With a WineAlley license, wine merchants will see substantially increased revenues from their HoReCa customers with a WineAlley license. Consumers using the WineAlley app will with a simple click be directed to the wine in your web store. Although WineAlley makes it possible for restaurant customers to find the wine in your web store, we don't ask for commissions. WineAlley also makes it possible to get digital access to sales and inventory of hotels and restaurants. With valuable customer information, customers most likely to buy can be approached, which will increase revenues and cut costs. Information about customers' wines in stock, ordered or in consignment, can be used to control credit risks and minimize credit losses. Customer wine inventory and sales information will simplify purchases and logistics. WineAlley is also offering wine merchants all wine data in one standard format, with a portfolio of wines from 100 producers or more. Wine data handling, in most cases, means a yearly possible cost cut of 30 to 50,000 euros. All of the things we've mentioned in this video is obviously also benefiting wine producers all over the world. So to sum it up, consumers are willing to spend more on wine if it's matching their food and wine preferences. Restaurants and wine merchants wants to increase revenues and cut costs. And WineAlley makes it all possible. Please read more and book a presentation at winealley.com. Thank you for your time.
Well, as a testament to human ingenuity in the face of adversity and opportunity, our next session on harnessing new technologies and services to build greater sustainability is populated by no fewer than 7 speakers, the greatest number that we have in a session here at Green Wine Future. And moderating this array of talent is Kevin Addix. Kevin Addix is the founder of Grow and Fortify, a firm that promotes value-added agriculture for multiple sectors, while also serving as the longtime executive director of the Maryland Wineries Association. Kevin is also on the faculty at Loyola University, Maryland in the United States, where he teaches communications.
Welcome to Session 5 of the Green Wine Future Conference. I'm Kevin Addix, Executive Director of the Maryland Wineries Association and founder of Grow and Fortify. Today's session is harnessing new technologies and services to build greater sustainability in vineyards and wineries, sponsored by AgriVin. So the whole gist here is for our wonderful presenters to give a glimpse of their incredible technology related to improving vineyard development and production and improving winemaking and dealing with a variety of challenges. First, we'll hear from Christian de Blasio from PureFresh, mitigating smoke taint via ozone technology. Then we'll hear from AgriVin about their product Ultra Wine Perseo, which neutralizes the effects of climate change through an extremely controlled fermentation process. Then Nick Karavidas from Flex Cubes, a viable replacement for barrels, which will save lots of water and, of course, lots of trees. Next, we'll hear from Ole Nielsen from Wine Alley, which is a business solution, a business system solution that increases sales in restaurants and retailers. Pretty innovative. Then we'll hear from Pratik Srivastava. TerraView OS is the technology he'll be discussing, which is a platform to understand and manage the entire growing and winemaking process. Finally, we'll hear from Marco Bezzi from X-Farm Technologies, a platform that hosts various sensors throughout a vineyard and helps combine that data to help you grow and grow better. Our hope with all these is that these technologies will find a way into your vineyard production and winemaking processes. Thanks and enjoy.
Hello, my name is Christian de Blasio. I'm with a company called PureFresh Wine. We're based in San Francisco, California. We're very excited today to be participating in Green Wine Future. Climate change is impacting all of us, and it's now impacting the wine industry. One of the largest impacts we see from climate change in the wine industry is the impact of increased wildfires around the world and in wine growing regions, and particularly the impacts of wildfire smoke, brush fire smoke on our vineyards and in our wine. Our company has developed systems to mitigate that problem on an international scale. We've been in the ozone industry for fresh produce and fresh fruit applications for over 15 years. We know how to keep blueberries fresh for 60 days, and we know how to keep avocados from ripening for 45. In the last 2 years, we've invented very special systems to help wine grapes and help the wine industry. I've got a few slides to show you a little bit about our product and how it works. So what do we do? Our company has developed temperature-controlled, powered ozone treatment centers for wine grapes. These are 20 or 40-foot containers that can be easily deployed. The containers already exist in the country that you're probably operating in, and we simply lease them from a local depot that maintains these refrigerated containers. We adapt them with our humidity, temperature control ozone systems and deliver them to wineries around the world. This is a typical view of what one of our systems looks like. And you can see that the standard half-ton wine bins can be inserted into the containers. The only difference with our wine bins is our wine bins have ventilation holes on the sides and bottoms so that the cold air with ozone can be pushed into the wine grapes. Everybody asks, what's the science? What's the chemistry? What are we doing with the ozone in the wine grapes? There's really two sides to what we do. One is more of a quality improvement side. The ozone forces the grape, in particular the skin of the grape, to have a stress reaction. And that stress reaction triggers the wine grape's natural defenses. All of those natural defenses of a wine grape are things that are great for wine. Biosynthesis of things that make wine better and a better capability for the extraction that you want in your fermentation. It leads to rounder tannins, bigger fruit forward bouquet notes in the nose and in the palate of the wines, with a more roundness of the tannins that you'll see with most of the wines that we treat. On the smoke impact side, it's very science and chemistry based. Ozone penetrates not only the surface, but into the actual skin itself. And there's a reaction between ozone and the smoke taint molecules. What happens is all of the smoke taint molecules with the reaction of ozone degrade into 4 basic types of acids, most of which burn off completely in your fermentation. Biggest question we have is, what have we done? Who knows us? There are wineries in multiple countries that are already using our technology, and all of the feedback is the same. They can't argue with the results. They'd use our system again. They think it's a very promising technology. And again and again and again, the feedback that we hear is that we are helping wineries and we are mitigating smoke impacts. We're also making better wine. A little bit more on the science. A lot of people want to understand, what are the facts behind this? A quick little view here of the interaction of ozone with one smoke taint molecule, guaiacol. There are scientific formulas for every smoke taint molecule and how ozone breaks them down and removes them from your wine grapes. We have all of this data to share with the world. 2 of the leading countries that have done a lot of work with ozone and wine grape interaction are Italy and Australia. This is one example of what's been done in a collaboration with Australian and Italian scientists to show that when you treat wine grapes in a laboratory environment with the right level of ozone for the right amount of time, you can bring back the natural aspects of the wine on a taste and palate note profile back to almost identically what that wine would be expected to taste and smell like. These are some of the names from around the world of the biggest companies out there that are using our technology today. You'll see names like the Jackson Family Group, Rumbauer, Mondavi, even E&J Gallo. This new technology that we've deployed commercially is saving a lot of harvests and making a lot of wineries and winemakers very happy. Another quick look at the container. These are how the wine harvest bin's loaded in. Again, it's a 24-hour treatment right as you harvest the grapes, right before you put them into the container. That's all the information I have today. It's great to get to know you all, and we're looking forward to having a very exciting green wine future, and hope that this event is a great success for everyone. Thank you very much for your time.
En el Grupo Agrovin estamos comprometidos con la enología, ayudando a nuestros clientes a definir el carácter de sus vinos de acuerdo a las tendencias del mercado, de manera que ellos puedan conseguir la misma calidad año tras año, independientemente de factores externos como puede ser el cambio climático. Nuestra empresa año tras año está investigando más en esta ciencia. El Grupo Agrovin está muy especializado en áreas de biotecnología, enología técnica y equipos de última generación. Todo ello ha sido conseguido a través de un gran esfuerzo que ha hecho la empresa en todo lo que es las labores de investigación, desarrollo e innovación. Para eso hemos desarrollado durante los últimos años más de 33 proyectos de investigación, con una inversión total de aproximadamente unos 35 millones de euros. Uno de los resultados más importantes de nuestra actividad de investigación y desarrollo haya sido el lanzamiento al mercado de nuestro sistema UltraWine Perseo. UltraWine Perseo es una patente internacional desarrollado 100% dentro de nuestra empresa, que ha pasado todo el proceso de autorización de la OIV, por lo tanto es una práctica enológica admitida por la OIV, ¿no? Y es un sistema que nos permite tratar la vendimia y la maceración en la fermentación de la uva de una manera que podamos obtener lo mejor que hay dentro de la uva y siempre neutralizando todos los efectos del cambio climático que está sucediendo hoy por hoy en nuestro mundo, ¿no? UltraWine Perseo consigue una máxima eficacia en los procesos de fermentación consigue un gran ahorro energético en cuanto a los costes de producción, aumenta la productividad de la bodega